Hey everyone, it's Michael, and today I want to talk about a productivity system that's really been helping me out lately that I think you'll like. Why should you listen to me? Because of this system, I've been able to lose weight to a weight that I think I was only at in high school. I've been able to become the best dancer. I just went back to my hometown. I danced salsa and bachata. I thought I sucked, and when I went back, I was the best student there. I was the best dancer. And there's been a lot of projects lately that have been kind of on my back burner for 6 months that I'm finally making progress on. And so I'm really enjoying it. It's what works for me. So hopefully it works for you as well. It's pretty simple. I found out that I've tried a lot of different ways to track and measure the KPIs that I feel like are important for my projects. And this is the one that helped the most. As soon as it gets complicated, I stop doing it. This one's super simple. So we're just gonna go through it, and hopefully as we go through it, it's gonna make sense for you. We have your in and you have your out. These are for your goals. So the first thing you need to know is that you have your in and your out, which is your lead goal and your lag goal. What is the difference between both? If you've read the 4 disciplines of execution, you know that your in, your lead goals, is the goals that will give you your output. So for example, your output. Imagine you just don't want your car to break down. You're like, hey, that's my goal for 2025. Cool. What can you do? You can't just try as hard as you can to not break down. That's impossible. But what you can do, which would be your end goal, is that you can take it to the mechanic 4 times a year. And if you do it quarterly, then that means that, and you complete your goal, then it's more likely that your goal of your car not breaking down is gonna happen. Cool? So let's go over a couple examples, and I think it's gonna make sense. Let's go with weight. Weight is the very first one because I think a lot of us can relate to it. I'm gonna change to a different arm because this one's starting to get tired. But your weight. What would your end goal be for your weight? It would be your nutrition. Did I have the meals I said I was gonna have? You only have 2 things that you can mark. It's either a check for yes or an X for no. Then you have your out, which is your weight. Now I always put an up arrow if it's going well, a down arrow if it's going down, and then a strike through the middle if it's just staying the same. Then you have your days. And this is to tell you how many days has it been going up, down, or staying the same. This, if you're good at Excel, it's almost like an equation, and it's gonna tell you a lot about your goal and if it's working or not. Just trust me. I'm gonna explain it more and it's gonna make sense. Let's go over the second one. Imagine you're in sales. Did you complete the calls you're gonna say? Yes? Are you making more money? Cool. Up arrow. How many days have you been making more money? 0, because it just changed. You were losing money, now you're making money. Awesome. YouTube videos. Did you do a video yesterday? No? X. Are your views going up or down? They're going down since last time. Got it. How many days have they been going down now? 5 days. Now it's important to see that every single day that I come in, I update this. So all I have to do is weigh myself, boom, I have my number. Check the bank account, boom, I have my number. And then as I delete the old one and I put the new one, is this number greater or less? For the weight one, if it goes down, if I'm trying to lose weight, then I put an up arrow because it's going good. If the weight is going up and I'm trying to lose weight, then I put a down arrow because it's going bad. For views, that one's self-explanatory. Did my views go up? Yes, that's good. Up arrow. If not, down arrow. And if not, you can even put a little dash, which is what I would put. It'd just be one of these. I would erase the arrow and put one of these. Now, how will this help you achieve your goals? This is perfect for people like me that obsess over their out. I just want to lose weight so badly. I want you to understand how badly I want it. How badly do you want it? As badly as possible. That's a lot of us. And as soon as you don't see the weight go down, you get frustrated. And then you just binge eat because you're like, why does it even matter? I've been trying for 2 to 3 days now and my weight's not going down. It's because you're focusing on the wrong thing. You should be focusing on your input. I'll give you an example. If my weight is going down, if my weight is going up, so this arrow now becomes a down arrow, and it's actually 181, and I put an X because I didn't have my meals that I said I was gonna do, perfect. That's the law of thermodynamics. That's the law of goals. Like, got it. You didn't say what you're gonna do, so you're not hitting your goal, and it's been 3 days now. Got it. What should you fix in this formula? Your input. How do you fix it? Well, you see, why am I not eating what am I supposed to? Maybe it's because when I go into the office, there's free food. Okay, go sit somewhere else. Don't go sit there because there's free food. Two, maybe it's because I'm having too low in calories, so I'm getting super hungry, so at night I'm binging on ice cream. Three, maybe my carbs are too low. And so I feel like if I just have high protein and high fat and I have low carbs, I'll lose weight, but I'm actually like getting really ravenous and eating too much. You not being able to hit your input should be the problem, not your output. Who cares? Like if this is a check mark, yeah, one-handed. If this is a check mark and this is going down, how happy am I? I'm ecstatic. Cool. I said what I was gonna do, and I did it. It's going down. Cool. My guess of what was gonna make the goal or my weight go down is wrong. That's okay. I did what I thought I could do to do it. That was my best educated guess. So what am I gonna do now? I'm gonna change the input. After 1 week of seeing that I keep hitting checks and these doesn't go up, cool. Now I know what I'm gonna have to do. Just change the variable. Easy as that. This is why it's important to track the days. Because if it's been 5 days of you hitting check marks and this is going down, something's off. Now it depends on the goal, right? Because maybe there's some goals that, hey, you have to hit check marks for a while before it starts to go up. For sales, if I'm hitting my check mark and my money's going up and now it's been 12 days, cool, just keep doing what you're doing. Nothing to change, right? That's the perfect scenario. What other scenario? Imagine stays the same. And you're hitting X. Makes sense. But this happened to me actually on YouTube. I wasn't hitting my inputs, and guess what was happening here? My views are still going up. How can that be? There's only 2 reasons why. One, you have the wrong variable. You think that X is gonna affect Y, but it's actually the wrong one. You're doing something else. That's option number 1. Or option number 2, which is what happened to me, is that there's a delayed effect. So my views go up for about 3 to 4 days, and then they start to drop. Well, first they go, they don't do anything, so it's just like a line, and then they start to drop. So it's another reason why it's important to look at the days. If I see that it's around 4 to 5 days, and then it's a line, and then it's a drop, cool. It just means that I have to hit this input once every 4 days. Awesome. And that's about it, guys. That's like the really easy structure. I would do maybe 2 to 3 goals. I wouldn't do more than that because then you're gonna get super complicated. And again, you do not have as much energy as you think to do 12 different goals. So hopefully this helps. If you have any questions, let me know. But this is as easy as it gets. You put your output, you make sure that's measurable, which is another thing that this does. It's like, hey, that goal that you're trying to achieve, cool. But remember, one of the most important things about this is, let's see if I can draw it. Smiley face. This is where your validation and your happiness should come from, not this. You make $10,000, great, that was your goal, but you shouldn't be proud of that. What you should be proud is that you did the activity. This activity is the one that transforms you, that makes you into a new person. Because you are now the type of person to be able to get this check mark every single day and achieve the $10,000. Because I could go give $10,000 to someone tomorrow on the street. Cool, they achieved their goal, but they never hit these check marks. And these check marks is what works on you. The work works on you more than you work on your goals. Alex Hormozi. I love the system. Keep it simple, and I'll be coming out with a new YouTube video shortly. Not sure about what, but hopefully it's also helpful. See you in the next one.